Hi, this practice is going to be a gentle hip opening practice. So if you need anything handy, if you need a strap or some cushions or anything, then grab them and we'll get started. So we're going to start laying on your back. So bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop out to the side. And you can come to lay down, placing one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your chest. If you need, you can prop pillows underneath the knees if you need a bit of support here. And we're going to start with closed eyes. So bringing the back of the head and the shoulder blades grounding on the floor. And eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, letting go. And again, deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Now bring the lips softly together and allow your jawline to be soft here. And we're going to sit with whatever's happening with you at the moment. So whatever is happening with you on an emotional level, what is happening physically with you at the moment. We're going to take a few moments of stillness here and see what starts to arise. If it is starting to feel a little bit challenging, maybe within the hips, maybe the breath is just a bit stuck at the moment, take a deeper breath. Feel that breath rise all the way from the belly up into the chest and all the way back down again. Let's tune into that breathing, so that movement of the breath underneath the palm of the hand in the belly, that rise and fall. Just in the belly for the moment, so you can feel that hand moving as you breathe in and out. And now take it up into the chest. Breathe in deeply, feel the chest rise under the hand. Exhale, feel it release. A few more rounds here, breathing up high into the chest and down. And then let your breath fall to a natural rhythm. And bring your hands down next to your side, palm facing up. And set the intention with yourself, this practice, to let go. And that can be something to let go of within the body. Maybe there's some tension being held. Maybe you've had a bit of a tough day. Maybe you've got a lot going on with your mind. Maybe your heart feels particularly heavy today. So let's set the intention to let go as much as we can. Letting go through the breath, allowing the body to flow. And then we're going to start to draw the knees back towards one another and then in towards the chest. So give yourself a bit of a hug here. Wrap the arms around the front of the shins and gently rock from side to side. And so if you want to, you can start to flutter the eyes open here. Perhaps you're not quite ready yet, you still want to keep them closed, and that's fine too. And then that hug in towards the chest with the knees, and then we're going to take the knees apart whilst keeping the big toes together. So you can use your hands on top of your knees to help guide you, taking the knees out wide and then away from the body. Bring them back together and then draw them back in towards the chest. So we'll begin this open hip motion just a few times, circling round. So you might even feel your lower back start to rise up away from the floor as you draw the knees away from the body, and then feel it lower back down as they come in towards the chest. And now bringing that left leg all the way down to the mat. We're going to circle the ankle on the right foot. So take it around a couple of times, both directions. And then extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. Clasp the hands around the back of the leg. Good. So if you want to, perhaps now would be a good time to start opening the eyes and taking the gaze up towards the foot. Now release that right leg down. Bring the left leg in. And again, circle the ankle a couple of times, both directions. Don't worry if there's any clicks. And then extend the left leg up again. Hand just around the back of the thigh. We're not worrying too much at the moment about pushing up through the heels, so just wherever feels comfortable. Good. Then release the left leg down. Take the arms overhead, stretch all the way through the body, fingers to toes. And then knees back in. We're going to roll over onto your side or rock up into seated. Good. So coming round to a soft version of Baddha-Konasana. So soles of the feet together. We're not going to worry too much at the moment about drawing the heels in towards you. So just wherever feels comfortable. Again, you can prop cushions under your knees if you need to. So we're going to bring the hands to the toes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Hinge your way forward at the hips as far as feels comfortable for you. Breathing in and out of the nose. Keep the shoulders drawn back. And then coming back up to a long spine. Draw the knees together. We're going to turn over onto tabletop, so onto all fours. Stack your shoulders above your wrist, pad under your knees if you need to. Okay, we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly down, arch the back, take the gaze up. Exhale, push into the hands, push out between the shoulder blades and drop the head. Inhaling up. Exhale, rounding. Do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Push out between the shoulder blades. Good. Come back to a long spine. I'm going to take the right knee away from the floor, draw it in towards you, and then out to the side and round. So as if you're drawing circles with your knee. We want to take that round. This is also good for building that strength in the wrist, so press down into the hands. A few more times here. And release. Good, we'll take the left knee. Now, so left knee in, out to the side, draw it back round. One more time, and then release. Good, tuck your toes under, sit back on the heels of your feet for a moment, get that toe stretch going there, maybe a little wriggle from side to side. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog, so fingers spread wide. Lift up with the tailbone, lift the knees, chest towards the thighs, and then start to extend the legs here, and we'll walk the heels up and down. Release the head. Now take the feet as wide as the mat. Okay, don't worry if your heels aren't touching the ground, that's fine. We're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Okay, you're going to lower down between your knees into Malasana. You can sit on a block or anything if you want to here. Hands come together at heart center. Allow your knees to help, allow your elbows to help open up your knees. Take a soft gaze towards the top of the mat and breathe here. Good. Now release the hands down. We're going to come back into downward dog. So walk the hands to the top of the mat. Step the feet back in about 2 fists apart. And then gaze between the hands. We're going to walk forward, step or walk towards the top of the mat for ragdoll. So hands to the elbows. Relax your head. You can put a soft bend in the knees if the hamstrings are feeling tight. And allow your head to be heavy. Maybe give it a nod. Let's nod it out so you're not holding on to anything through the back of the neck. And then take the hands down towards the floor. Have a moment here. And then find grounding through the feet. Slight bend in the knees if you haven't done so already. And roll your way all the way up into standing. Good. So we're going to start by placing the weight in the left leg. And I'm going to bend the left knee, place the right ankle over the top. So you're going to be flexing the foot, taking it down towards the floor. And you want this knee to drop out, okay? Then go sink down with the hips, so you're lowering, bending the knee. Option for the hands at the waist or coming to heart center, okay? So strong with that standing leg, opening the hip as we drop the knee out to the side, sinking down. Option to fold forward, coming over that front leg, but you don't have to. This is just gentle practice to see what you're feeling, like what your body needs. Good. And then we're going to release. We're going to take this foot all the way to the back of the mat. Turn it long so it comes in line with the back edge of your mat. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So extend the arms out, gaze down to the left hand. And if you can, work the knee open to the little toe side of the foot. And drawing your hips round towards the side of the mat. Good. Breathe here as we ground into the feet. Lifting up through the chest. Good. Now taking either your forearm onto your thigh as you reach the right arm overhead, or you can take it down onto a block or onto the floor as you bring the arm over. See if you can roll the chest open, gazing up towards the ceiling. Look down to your big toe. You're going to press into the feet and come all the way back up into your warrior 2. Good. Hands to the waist. Step back towards the top of the mat. Yeah, so we'll do the other side. So the right leg is grounded this time. Left foot comes over the top. Flex that foot. Sink down through the hips. Option for hands at waist, heart center, or going for the fold. And don't worry if maybe you decide to do something on one side but it doesn't quite work on the other. That's fine. Don't beat yourself up if you're not able to do the same thing on both sides of the body. It's completely natural. Yeah, now release that left foot all the way back into Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing down to your right hand this time. Drop down through the shoulders. So you're bringing the shoulder blades down the back. There's one more breath. Now bringing either that forearm to the thigh or taking it down to the inside of the foot. Gaze down to your big toe. You want to press into the feet, strong with the legs, warrior 2. Good. Hands to the waist, step back to the top of the mat. Good. So now we're going to come back to that weight in the left leg. We're going to bend the right knee, bringing it up in front. Okay, so that left hand can come to the waist. If you need a wall, hold on to the wall. Okay. Lift up tall. So we're going to stay here. Take a gaze in front of you to a point that's not moving, something on the wall that you can take your gaze to. Now we're going to start to open that knee out to the side. So keeping the knee bent, but opening it out. If you want, you can start to turn your gaze over that left shoulder, but if you find that unsteadies you, just keep the gaze in front. Good. Come back to center and release. Okay, we'll do the other side. So left knee comes up, hand to the knee, right hand to the waist. Good. Drop down through your shoulders, lift up through that standing leg. Good. Now start to open that knee out to the side. Again, that option to gaze over the right shoulder. Come back to center and release. Good. Step your feet as wide as your mat, and we'll come back down into Malasana. So lowering down between the knees. If you need to sit on a block or anything, please do so. And lifting up through the spine, using those elbows to help widen the knees. Keep your jawline soft. Breathe here if you want to. A little shimmy from side to side. Sometimes it can feel really good to get deep into the hips here. So if you want a bit of movement, otherwise stay still. One more breath. And release. Good. Come down onto your sit bones. Extend the legs away from you. And we'll take Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. So inhale up. Exhale towards the feet. So either hands to the shin. Take a strap around your foot, or take first two fingers around the big toe. Okay, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward, elbows out wide. Gaze to the big toes. And all the way back up, release. Bend the right knee, bring it to the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. If that is uncomfortable for you on your knee for whatever reason though, you can take it lower down the leg, okay? And you can also place support with a cushion underneath your knee. Okay, we're going to inhale, lengthen the side of the body. Exhale, hinge forward towards that foot. So again, shin, strap, hands to foot. But the key is letting this right knee drop down towards the floor as far as feels comfortable. Okay, so your body is faced towards that left leg as you fold. And all the way back up. Bring the knee up and out in front. We'll do the left knee. So bring the left leg in. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale towards that foot. And back up. Good. Take the soles of the feet together. So we'll do Baddha Konasana again, but this time draw the heels close in towards you. Okay, let the knees drop out to each side. Okay, we're going to take the hands to the top of the toes. Okay, you're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, keep the shoulders back, and then hinge your way forward. Okay, you can use those elbows on the inside of the legs if you want to. One more breath. And back up. Good. Draw the knees together. We're going to come round into tabletop. So come onto your hands and knees. Again, pad onto your knees if you need to. We're going to bring the right knee behind the right wrist and then draw the rest of that leg across the mat. The left leg is going to start to lengthen behind you, toes down. Now you can stay here in your hands. You can start to come down onto your forearms, or maybe you feel comfortable enough where you can extend all the way out, taking the forehead to the mat. Okay, so wherever feels comfortable for you. And we want the hips level, so those hip bones facing down towards the floor. Bring a block or something underneath your right thigh if you need it. And if this is feeling challenging for you, take a deep breath, big breath in. Exhale, remember our intentions, go back to the intention of letting go. So if you're holding onto is a hip area here, if you can feel yourself tensing, work with your breathing to help soften that area, okay? Let the mind not control what's going on in the body, okay? You can work your way through it. Okay, close the eyes if that helps you. You can stay here for a few breaths. One more breath. And then coming up onto your hands. Okay, I'm going to tuck the back toes under. Bring that left knee in, so you've got a bit more support there. And take this right knee back out into tabletop. We'll do the left side. So left knee behind the left wrist. The rest of the leg comes across the mat. Lengthen the back leg behind you again. Find what works for you on this side. Maybe you need support, maybe you don't. Want the hips both facing down towards the floor, and begin to take yourself down as far as feels comfortable. And begin to make your way back up onto your hands. I want you to drop down onto the left leg and the left sit bone here, and come round onto both your sit bones. So we want the right leg extended and this left knee is bent, bring it in towards you. Okay, the right hand's going to come down the leg, either to the shin, make your strap, or first two fingers loop around the big toes. Inhale, reach over with the left arm towards that foot. Keep the chest lifted, and let's gaze up towards the ceiling. And inhale up. And bring this right leg in. Extend the left leg. And so left hand comes down. Right arm sweeps up and over. And all the way back up. Good. Take this right leg out, so you come into a wide-legged fold here. So toes up towards the ceiling. Okay, you're going to inhale, raise up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, coming forward, and then release the hands down. Okay, so just come wherever feels comfortable. So we're looking for a stretch, we're not looking for pain. Okay, so just fold as far as you can this evening, or whenever it is you're doing this practice. Okay, close the eyes if you want to, and let's find that flow of breath, that intention to let go. Let go of any tension through the shoulders, through the jaw. Couple more breaths here. And then bring yourself back up. Yeah, take the hands under the knees, draw them in towards you, and we're going to come down onto your back. Okay, so bring the knees in towards you for a second here. We'll have that little rock from side to side. Good. And we'll enter into happy baby. So you want your knees to come apart, sort of towards the shoulders, and keep the tops of the thigh towards the belly. Then extend the lower part of the leg up. You can take a hold of the shins, use a strap, or take a hold of the outside edges of the feet. And you want to help draw the knees down towards the floor. Okay, now sometimes it could be quite nice to just rock from side to side, but maybe that's not what you want to do this evening. Maybe you just want to lay in stillness and close the eyes, so feel free to do that too. Have the feet flexed so the toes are coming in, the heels being pushed out. And then keep the knees wide. Draw the big toes together and take a hold with the ankles. Okay, relax through the shoulders and allow the hands to take the full support of the legs through as you pause here for a few breaths. Now, Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together on the floor, knees coming out wide, as we did at the start of the practice. Okay, bringing the hands to the belly. And we're going to close the eyes. Okay, readjust yourself so you've got your shoulders grounded. Okay, and maybe you decide that you don't need the support now. Maybe you had cushions at the start, you don't need it now. See how you feel. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. And out. And again. Inhale, exhale, let go. And bring the lips softly together. Let the tongue just rest into the roof of the mouth. And the eyes rolling back away from the eyelids. And drop down into that softness through the body, so that softness of the shoulders, the arms, of the legs. And allow yourself to come to stillness. If the mind starts to draw you back into that game it likes to play of what can you think about now that you're being given a few moments of quiet, and don't let it win, okay? Keep coming back to your breathing, okay? You've got your hands on your belly here so you can move the belly, focus on the movement, breath. Maybe you want to repeat a mantra to yourself. Maybe your mantra will be let go. So on the inhale, say the word let. As you exhale, say the word go. Once you're ready, bring the knees back towards one another. Take the feet as wide as the mat and drop the knees back together. Okay, feel free to pause here for a longer shavasana, for a longer rest. Or you can start to bring the knees into the chest, roll onto your side and come all the way back up into seated. Starting to open the eyes. Good. So thank you very much for watching this practice. I hope this has been a nice gentle way for you to open the hips. If you do have any questions, then feel free to pop me a message, or if you like this video then give it a like, and feel free to subscribe for new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you very much. Namaste.